The cost of AMP is by all accounts fluctuating every day. It can go up or down inside a couple of hours. All in all, what's the eventual fate of this digital money? In this video, we'll investigate the most recent AMP value expectation and examination. Thusly, you can acquire a superior comprehension of where this computerized cash is going soon. Besides, we'll give a few supportive tips on how you can bring in cash off of AMP. How about we get everything rolling? What is AMP crypto? AMP is an open-source blockchain convention by Flexa, based on Ethereum. It is a stage for resource move collateralization. Marking AMP might ensure exchanges valuable, including those on the web wallets, government-issued currency trade, credit conveyance, land arrangements, and considerably more. Because of the accessibility of security pools, AMP can decentralize the gamble related with the exchange of cash across uncertain organizations and in true circumstances. Network members get a part of the Flexa organization's handling expenses for all exchanges took care of through that record in return for marking AMP as far as a specific wallet program. Will the AMP token at any point go up? Considering AMP's cost history and its greatest cost of 12 cents, the specialists' agreement on AMP is bullish. While the token is another player in the crypto market, it has proactively raised a ruckus in the crypto local area. The reality of the situation will come out at some point on the off chance that AMP can genuinely satisfy its commitment. In any case, the undertaking has gained huge headway up until this point, and there is motivation to accept that the token could see critical development later on. AMP Value Expectation 2023. As per the specialized examination of AMP costs expected in 2023, the base expense of AMP will be $0. The most extreme level that the AMP cost can reach is $0. The typical exchanging cost is normal around $0. Possible return on initial capital investment, 60% by AMP value figure for January 2023 in view of the value variances of AMP toward the start of 2022. Crypto specialists expect the typical AMP pace of $0 January 2023. Its base and greatest costs can be anticipated at $0 separately. Possible return for capital invested, 0% by February 2023. AMP value figure. Digital money specialists are prepared to declare their gauge for the AMP cost in February 2023. The base exchanging cost may be $0, while the greatest could reach $0 this month. By and large, it is normal that the worth of AMP may be around $0. Possible return on initial capital investment, 0% by AMP value estimate for WALK 2023. Crypto experts have actually taken a look at the value vacillations of AMP in 2022 and in earlier years, so the normal AMP rate they foresee may be around $0 WALK 2023. It can drop to $0 a base. The greatest worth may be $0. Possible return for capital invested, 20% by April 2023. AMP value gauge around mid-year 2022. The AMP cost will be exchanged at $0 and large. April 2023 could likewise observe an expansion in the AMP worth to $0. It is accepted that the cost won't drop lower than $0 April 2023. Likely return for money invested, 20% by AMP value gauge for May 2023. Crypto specialists have examined AMP costs in 2022, so they are prepared to give their assessed exchanging normal to May 2023, $0. The most minimal and top AMP rates may be $0. Possible return for money invested, 20% by June 2023. AMP value figure. Crypto investigators expect that toward the finish of summer 2022, the AMP cost will be around $0. In June 2023, the AMP cost might drop to at least $0. The normal pinnacle worth may be $0 June 2023. Likely return for capital invested, 20% by AMP value conjecture for July 2023. Having dissected AMP costs, cryptographic money specialists expect that the AMP rate could arrive at a limit of $0 July 2023. It may, be that as it may, drop to $0. For July 2023, the anticipated normal of AMP is almost $0. Likely return for money invested, 40% by August 2023. AMP value conjecture around mid-2022, the AMP cost will be exchanged at the typical degree of $0. Crypto experts expect that in August 2023, the AMP cost could vary somewhere in the range of $0. Possible return for money invested, 40% by AMP value gauge for September 2023. Market specialists expect that in September 2023, the AMP worth won't dip under at least $0. The greatest pinnacle expected for the current month is $0. The assessed typical exchanging worth will be at the degree of $0. Expected return for money invested, 40% by October 2023. AMP value gauge. Digital currency specialists have painstakingly dissected the scope of AMP costs all through 2022. For October 2023, their conjecture is the accompanying. the most extreme exchanging worth of AMP will be around $0, with a chance of dropping to at least $0. In October 2023, the normal expense will be $0. Possible return on initial capital investment, 40% by AMP value estimate for November 2023 in light of the value vacillations of AMP toward the start of 2022. Crypto specialists expect the typical AMP pace of $0 November 2023. Its base and most extreme costs can be anticipated at $0 separately. Expected return on initial capital investment, 60% by December 2023. AMP value figure digital currency specialists are prepared to report their estimate for the AMP cost in December 2023. The base exchanging cost may be $0, while the most extreme could reach $0 this month. By and large, it is normal that the worth of AMP may be around $0. Expected return for capital invested, 60% by AMP value expectation 2024. After the examination of the costs of AMP in earlier years, it is accepted that in 2024, the base cost of AMP will be around $0. The most extreme expected AMP cost might be around 1 cent. Overall, the exchanging cost may be $0 2024. AMP value forecast 2025 in light of the specialized examination by cryptographic money specialists in regards to the costs of AMP. In 2025, AMP is supposed to have the accompanying least and greatest costs, about 1 cent and 1 cent, separately. The typical expected exchanging cost is 1 cent. AMP value forecast 2026. The specialists in the field of cryptographic money have examined the costs of AMP and their variances during the earlier years. It is accepted that in 2026, the base AMP cost could drop to 1 cent, while its most extreme can reach 2 cents. By and large, the exchanging cost will be around 1 cent. AMP value expectation 2027 in light of the examination of the expenses of AMP by crypto specialists. The accompanying most extreme and least AMP costs are normal in 2027, 3 cents and 2 cents. By and large, it will be exchanged at 2 cents. AMP value forecast 2028. Crypto specialists are continually examining the vacillations of AMP. In view of their forecasts, the assessed typical AMP cost will be around 3 cents. It could drop to at least 3 cents, yet it actually could reach 4 cents all through 2028. AMP value expectation 2029 consistently. Cryptographic money specialists plan figures at the cost of AMP. It is assessed that AMP will be exchanged somewhere in the range of 5 cents and 6 cents in 2029. Its typical expense is normal at around 5 cents during the year. AMP value expectation 2030. Cryptographic money experts are prepared to declare their assessments of the AMP's cost. The year 2030 still up in the air by the greatest AMP cost of 9 cents. Nonetheless, its rate could drop to around 7 cents. Thus, the normal typical exchanging cost is 8 cents. AMP value expectation 2031. Following quite a while of investigation of the AMP cost, crypto specialists are prepared to give their AMP cost assessment to 2031. It will be exchanged for no less than 10 cents, with the conceivable most extreme tops at 13 cents. By and large, you can anticipate that the AMP cost should be around 11 cents in 2030.